Hey, what's going on, peeps? So, I came across a story today that's roughly about 3 or 4 days old. I didn't know anything about this. It actually was one of my friends, Miss Carrie Yates, who brought this story to my attention. So, thank you, Carrie. Mark Patton. You all may know him, may not know him. Mark Patton played the part of Jesse Walsh in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. That movie is kind of special for me nostalgically because it was the very first horror movie that I actually went and saw in theaters, and it was because my mother and my stepfather at the time thought that it would be a good idea to take me into the theater and let me watch it and scare the ever living shit out of me, which mission accomplished. But that's story for another time. This is a little bit more serious. Um, so Mark Patton basically means a lot to the horror community. Um, Means a lot to the Nightmare on Elm Street universe. He's not doing so well. He is currently in a hospital in Mexico. Um, Initially, he was having some symptoms that a lot of people, to include his publicist, I guess, manager, whoever, they attributed it to kind of like some lingering effects from COVID-19, which, if you've had COVID, sometimes those uh, symptoms can hang around for a while. Like with me, I had some vertigo and some other little things here and there. But after a while, he wasn't getting any better. And they found out that this is, in fact, symptoms attributed to the AIDS virus. Now, we're no longer in the 80s. Treatment for their AIDS is way far advanced now to where it was 40 years ago. Still a deadly, deadly virus, not to be taken lightly at all. Um, but still, he has it, and he's in this hospital in Mexico where he probably speaks very little Spanish and they speak very little English. And on top of that, the hospital is basically overrun with COVID cases, and that is not good for anybody in his condition because even a person with the common cold could be deadly to a HIV or AIDS patient. So, I have this article that I found on bloodydisgusting.com. I'll pull it up now and read it to you. So the article says Elm Street 2 star Mark Patton needs our help in receiving medical care. Mark Patton, who of course starred as Jesse Walsh in Nightmare on Elm Street 2 Freddy's Revenge, and more recently told his life story in the documentary Scream Queen My Nightmare on Elm Street, is currently in the hospital amidst a health scare. Bloody Disgusting has learned with an official GoFundMe underway to help get him the treatment he needs. Patton's manager, Peter Valderrama, explains Mark has been ill for quite some time now. Originally, it was thought to be the aftershocks of COVID and some hefty infections that could potentially be tackled with care and rest. But now it is quite clearly AIDS related ailments that he is managing. Valderrama continues Mark is currently in a Mexican hospital where they speak very little English and they are completely overcome with COVID cases there. He needs to be transported to an American hospital down there where he can receive more specialized care in a safer setting. For this, we humbly need to ask for help. Patton writes in his own words, I just want to be healthy and at home with family. I need to move to an American hospital in Mexico where they can give me the treatment I desperately need. The American hospital is $300 a day with nurses, doctors, and meds. The Mexican hospital are overwhelmed with COVID, and I am too compromised to remain here. I have faced these medical challenges before, and I know I have a lot of fight left in me, but the last few years have been crippling for me financially. I have always lived month to month, and I have been struggling with medical visits since October. If anyone is able to contribute, it would mean a life saving option for me to be recovering in a place that can cater to my condition. Then it says if you are able to help, you can donate. You can go over to his GoFundMe now, which has a link right here. Currently, they have raised $39,278 of the $18,000 goal, which is fantastic. Um, we here at Behind the Fiends will be also donating to this as well. And if any of you can, I understand it's after Christmas. A lot of people are catching up financially. Got it. But if you can just give $1, $2, whatever, I'm sure it'll really help out Mr. Pat, especially us horror fans. I've always thought of us as the most inclusive group of all fandom. But anyway, I'm going to put the GoFundMe link down in the description for this video. I'm not monetizing this video. One, my morals will not allow me to do that. Two, I work a regular job and YouTube is not my source of income. And three, even if YouTube was my primary source of income, I still would not monetize this video. I want any and all help to go to Mr. Patton in his time of need. So with that said, guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you can help Mark Patton, please look for the link down in the description of this video. And as always, been your old buddy John, and I'll see you again next time. Woo-hoo!